Hello, good morning everyone. I hope you enjoyed the previous episodes of our Rodalink live unboxing show. And today, what we have here is a family of locks from Abus. So we have 5 different locks here that we're going to review for today. So we have the Abus 460, which is the U-lock. Then we have this cable or the coil locks, what we call them, the Star 4508, and also we have the Stilo chain 5805, which is the chain locks. So before we go through the locks, there's always a question like, there's like so many of them, like how do I choose which one is the right one, and like what's the difference between all of them. So basically, as you can see, they have a number that's boldly printed here. So this is the security level. So how it goes by, let's put it up correctly. Okay. So we have this is the one with the lowest security level at 2. This is 4 and 5, and this is 9. So the higher the number, the greater the security is. And a simple table would be here. So you have the different security level. So between levels 1 and 4, that will be the standard security, and if you go up between 5 and 9, that's extra security, and maximum security is like 10 to 15. And sometimes you need to question yourself when you're choosing a lock of whether do you want to have the combination type or the key type. Both has the disadvantage and the advantages. If you're going with the key type, it's basically easy to use. You have 2 sets of keys that comes together with the lock. There's nothing wrong with this. It's just that you don't want to be, otherwise if you're out, you have to be carrying keys with you. And if you misplace your key or if you lose them, then otherwise the lock's no good. But if you go with the combination lock, it's unlikely that you'll forget your combination if you're sober. Yeah, so, and the combination is resettable on most of the Abus locks, and you don't have to worry about having to carry a key or losing a key. So the difference between the security level is that on the one with the lowest security level, the locks are pretty much lightweight, and these are usually the coil type of the cable locks, whereby the chain type of locks, they have a slightly higher security level, and then we have the U-lock with the added security. So I'm going to, let's start out with the basics first. So the number 2 security level locks, these are really good. They are lightweight, they're easy to carry around, and on the 4508 here that we have, either the combination or the key, it comes with a carry-on bracket. So the carry-on bracket, this is something that you will attach it on the bike. You can attach it on the bike so that you can hook it keeps the lock there, and it's easy to use. Mounting this is fairly easy. You don't need any tools to have it mounted on your bike. It's just a simple strap that goes around the frame, and then you have the mounting adapters here.
Okay.
Yeah. Same goes for the combination. So you have it comes together with a bracket that you can mount it on the bike to carry the lock for you. So this is good for like if you're going on a 5, 10 or maybe 15 minutes break, like you need to make a dash for the little boy's room or the restroom, I mean, or going to McDonald's to grab a quick meal. So this is generally, it's what we recommend. It's generally safe enough, but this has the minimal security level, so it's not really suitable if you are planning to like lock the bike or leave it over for a couple of hours or overnight. Yeah, because locks like this, cable locks like this, they are really thin, and it's made out of the rubber and with a steel wire inside. They are quite easy to break through. Probably on the right person, the wrong person with the right tools, can probably just break this lock, yeah, in about 2 minutes. Maybe double the time for a amateur.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yep. So that's the Star 4508. These are basic locks to run short errands. They're great. They are lightweight. They're easy to carry around. It comes with the bracket as well for mounting. And let's say on your bike, if you don't want to have this bracket, you can actually just use the lock to coil it around the frame. Before we go to the bike, we will proceed to the next locks first. So over here, these are the slightly added security. So we'll go through one of them. We'll go through the combination lock. Then I can show you how it's like to set the combination. Okay. So on the 4508, I mean the 5805, the steel chain, you do not get the bracket or the mount to hold the lock. So basically it just comes like that, and this is 1.1 meters or 110 cm long. So with this at the back of it, so there's instructions on like how do you set the individual code setting. So basically this is a combination lock. There's 4 digits a combination, and you have to line it against this mark here. So let's say the default is all 0. Yep, that opens up the lock.
Okay.
So this is made out of a heavy duty steel chain.
Oh.
Wow. Yeah. So it's stronger than the cable locks. This is rated at security level 4. The difference between otherwise these are two identical things, but probably the difference between the two locks, why this is 4 and this is 5, because the key lock, they are less vulnerable if someone is trying to pick your lock. But then again, with the 4-digit combination, that's like 9,999 types of combination for you to try. So it's unlikely that, this is generally still safe to use as compared to the 3-digit combination on the 4508. So how you set the combination is that there's little red colored dials here. So the dials you have to turn them counterclockwise. Then you set the number. Probably I'll choose a number. What's the number for today? Let's choose a simple number. Let's make it all 9s. Line it against this mark here. Then we're gonna push that back, and that's our new combination. So it's really easy to set the combination. So we try to go back to all 0s, which was the default number.
Cannot be open.
Can't get the lock to open.
Okay.
Get it back to all 9s, which is the new combination that we set, and voila, so that opens up. And it's quite foolproof. So let's say I'm going to set it back to all 0s again, and if you miss a step, it doesn't work. And so let's say I haven't turned the dial yet, I'm just putting it to all 0, and you try to put the thing back,
Cannot.
doesn't work. Okay, so I'm at all 9s again.
I can put it back.
Okay, let's say I turn this counterclockwise. I'm setting it back to all 0 again. Line it against this mark here, but I didn't turn it back, and you try to put it back in, doesn't work. Yeah. So literally setting the combination is foolproof. Even if you miss a step, you won't get it right. So that's all 0. That's our new combination. Back to the default again. Set it back to all 9s. And yep, doesn't open. Back to all 0, and opens up.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Yeah. So later on, I'm going to show to you guys like, okay, so I have this, and like, okay, it doesn't come in a bracket. How do I carry it with me? Okay, we'll go through that later along with the other locks. Yep. So this is the key version. and that's the combination version. This is a 5805. How you tell them apart is that they have a alphabet at the end. So C is for combination, K is for key.
Okay.
And lastly, we have the U-lock.
U-lock.
With a security level rated at number 9.
Wow.
So number 9 is for added security. Okay, so let's open it up. These are dimensions here.
Yeah.
So it's 23 centimeters in height and 109 centimeters in width. I mean 10.9 centimeters in width. Okay, let's try to open this up, see what's in the pack.
Seems like heavy.
I should have opened it earlier. Easy does it.
Maybe the
Ah,
Okay.
okay.
a little bit warm up.
Okay, that's the.
Okay.
You get a bracket.
Oh, a bracket.
That's meant to hold the U-lock device. So there are mounting adapters here. This is to be used on a different type of frame diameters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So on the U-lock comes with similar like the other locks. You get 2 sets of keys, and this is where the mounting bracket it slides onto the U-lock. And this is like, yeah. So this is added security. This is basically theft-proof or almost theft-proof. You can't get a cutter to break this through. So with the 3 different types of locks here. So this is good for like running a quick errand, 10-15 minutes, just to go into McDonald's to get a meal or into the supermarket to run some groceries. This will be good if you are looking for added security, a little bit more security. With the steel chain to lock it over, to like leave the bike over for a couple of hours.
Okay.
Yeah. Then this is, and in length this is 1.5 meters. It's long enough to go around the front and back wheels. This is about 1.1 meter, so probably it's just long enough to go around the front wheel, the frame to something else, or just the frame to something else. And then you have the U-lock, which is the shortest at 23 centimeters. Right. So this is for if you're commuting to work, you're gonna leave the bike over for like half a day. You will need something like this, or leaving the bike overnight. But with the length at 23 centimeters, this is probably just good enough to lock the frame to something else, or just the frame and the back wheel. And probably you might need to, let's say if you have quick release wheels, you might need to use this in combination with the cable lock to secure the wheels as well. So without much further ado, I will not go into much details into the U-lock, but we'll go over to the bike, where we have our bike here again. We have the Polygon Zeta 2.
Wow.
This is the new arrival, but I won't go much into details about the bike today. Otherwise,
Okay.
this is retailing at $799 at both of our Rodalink stores and our online store.
Yes.
Yeah. So basically, earlier on we mentioned about the Star 4508, which is the basic lock. So this, it has the mounting bracket that you can easily attach it on the bike. So basically the amount that, so this is the type in here. Yeah, so you can mount it there. I'm just going to sample mount it, not really mount it. Okay, so this keeps on here.
Oh, nice.
So it's easy. So you get the lock. It's easy to use. It comes with the mounting. So if you let's say you need to use the lock,
Just put.
just slide it out of
just
the
release.
bracket. And this is 1.5 meters. I'm just going to open this one so that we can see how it actually goes around the front and back wheels. Okay. Now, let's see if this is long, as what I claim, is long enough to go through around the front and back wheels. So viewers at home, if you have something that you would like us to review in our next Instagram live show, you can drop your comments. 1.5 meters long, almost there, but it seems like it's not long enough to go around the front and back wheels. It's not long to go enough the front and back wheels. So in this case, let's say if you need to have added security, you need to make it go around the front and back wheels. I will share with you a tip on how we can do that. So as we notice that the 1.5 is not long enough to go around the front and back wheels. So if your wheels are quick release, you can easily remove the wheel. Let's say if you're going to leave the bike for a longer period of time and you're worried about someone's going to nick your wheels because your lock 1.5 meters is unable to go through the front and back wheels with the wheels attached. So what you can actually do is you can actually put the wheels like that. Then it's long enough to go around the front and back wheels.
So cannot be stolen.
Yeah, cannot be stolen. And at the same time, you're locking the frame as well.
Yeah.
Then let's say if this is our imaginary, so you still have a space long enough to go wrap it around something.
Okay.
So you're locking both wheels, you're locking the frame as well to something else. So this is the 4508 ABUS lock. That's 1.5 meters long. Step first.
Okay.
Let's go through the other lock. Then meanwhile you guys can look at this. This is an amazing bike.
Yeah, Zeta
Yeah.
2. Hi MHD. We are located at Rodalink East Coast. We have 2 outlets. Another one is in Rodalink Jurong East. Okay.
Alright, so and then we have the other lock, which is the steel chain. So this is at 1.1 meters long. Definitely it's not enough to go around the front and back wheels, but it's long enough to go here. And I like this lock a little bit better than the cable lock, than the coil type, because you don't have to fight with the spring action on the coils.
Mm-hmm.
This easily goes in to the wheels.
Okay.
You don't have to really pull on the cable and things like that. Then you can make it go around the frame as well. So when you're doing that, you're locking the wheels and you're locking the frame as well. So when you're locking the bike, do not lock the rear wheels here, because if you lock the rear wheels from here, you're just locking the back wheel. Okay. But if you're locking it from here, in between the what we call the chainstay and the seat stay, so you're locking the back wheel and at the same time you're locking the frame as well.
Oh.
So you have a longer space to lock over something else. Let's say we have our imaginary pole here. So we have that. That's more than enough space for you to lock the frame and the wheels at the same time. Yeah. But usually the back wheel, it's harder to remove the back wheel. It deters a lot of people from trying to steal the back wheel. They will normally go for the front wheel. So if you are, so this at 1.1 meters long, we're going to flip the bike the other way around. So it's long enough to go around the front wheel to the frame. Yep.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So bring it a little bit closer to our imaginary pole here. Yeah. So it's long enough to. Yeah, it's long enough to lock the front wheel and the frame. And okay, then how do I? This, the steel chain doesn't come with a bracket, so if you're figuring how do I take this with me? If you have a sling bag, you can put it into a sling bag, but otherwise it's quite heavy. It takes a little bit of weight, unlike the cable locks, which are much lighter. It takes a bit of weight. So what you can do is you can coil this around the frame. It's easy to coil it around.
Mm-hmm.
Coil it around the frame. Way too much. Yep. So you can coil it around the frame like that.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
nice.
Okay. Then if you don't want to coil it around the frame, yeah. So there's many different ways to coil it around the frame. If you don't want to coil it around the frame, you want to look a little bit more badass. You can just swing it around like that.
Oh, it's nice. New fashion.
Yeah. So it makes you look cool. Yeah. Because sometimes you don't want to coil it around the frame because this is made of hard plastic. You don't want it to be rubbing on the frame.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's another way to carry it, although it's not the most ideal way. Okay, so that's our steel chain. And then we go through the knob.
Someone is requesting for a full photo of the bike. Yeah, here it is.
It seems that the Zeta has stolen the show.
Yeah. Our new Zeta 2 Mini Velo. Retail price at $799. Available at Rodalink East Coast and Jurong East Outlet. Okay.
Yeah, so this is the U-lock, the Abus Granite.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so this, it comes with a bracket that you can actually attach it on the bike. But personally, it's quite a heavy lock, and you probably don't want something that's too heavy on the bike. Yeah, but otherwise it comes with a bracket, so the bracket that mounts on the frame, you can easily slide this onto the bracket to carry the lock with you.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
nice.
so it looks neat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. On a second thought, I think I think not bad, actually it looks quite neat, but usually if you're doing like commuting, every time you're going to the same place, back and back again daily, probably what a suggestion I can give is that you can probably just leave this at your workplace. So you go there, the lock is there waiting for you, you don't have to carry it on the bike, so you use it to lock your bike, then after that when you're going back, you can just leave the lock there. Otherwise, how this works is, key goes into here, you get 2 sets of key, turn this thing over, comes out like that. This is really cool, and it's unidirection, so you can go like that, or you can twist it around, it doesn't matter. They still lock the same. Yeah. So if you're locking this, let's say I'm trying to lock the back wheel and the frame, so that fits like that. No, it doesn't. So let's say if you're locking, we do the same thing again. Let's flip it over to the other side so you get a better view. So do not lock it here, otherwise you'll be just locking the back wheel. So you want to lock the bike, lock it in between the chainstay and the seat stay. Then, let's see, we have our imaginary pole here. So it goes over on the other side, like that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So in this way, you are locking not just locking the bike frame, but you're locking the bike frame, the rear wheel, and to something else. But this has to be of a close distance because the length of the lock is 23 centimeters, so that's the amount of space that you have. Yeah. So make the lock go through around in between the chainstay and the seat stay, along with the rear wheel. So in this case, you have the bike lock, the frame locked together with the rear wheel. Yep. This is a bracket. Yep. So this goes here. So if you're not taking it on the bike, you can just remove this. So it's just without the bracket, the U-lock is like that. Yeah. This is for maximum security.
Very nice.
Yeah. So we have 3 of our locks here. So this is the basic security, which is the Star 4508. It's a basic cable lock. That comes with a bracket, easily mounted on the bike, and then you have the medium security, the steel chain for 5805, which is with a slightly higher security level, made of steel chain. There's also a combination version and the key version. On the cable lock, we didn't go through the combination one because the settings for the combination is the same as the steel chain.
Okay.
Exactly on the same, using the same platform to change the combination. And then we have the U-lock, which is a key-only option and comes with the mounting bracket and also for the bike. And also this is rated at security level 9. Yeah. So it depends on the type of application that you are using it for. For a short period of time, just a couple of minutes to run a quick errand, you can go with the cable locks. Key or combination is a matter of choice to see which one you're more comfortable with. I would prefer to go with the combination because you don't have to carry this with you.
Okay.
And if you might lose them along the way, that will cause you a lot of inconvenience. You are likely to forget the combination. Yeah. Then the steel chain is great as well. It's for locking with added security, so you have better peace of mind. It's a much stronger lock. It's harder to break through, and then you have the U-lock, which is a little bit more bulky, but with maximum protection. And I'm just going to share with you a secret today that bike thieves, they don't want you to know. Yeah.
What is it?
Yeah. So you have your lock. Viewers might be asking, like, what are the precautions that I can take to prevent my bike from getting stolen? So one of the precautions you can take is that on every bike, regardless of brand or model, it comes with a frame serial number. So on our Zeta here, so this is a serial number. Yeah. So our lucky number today is 60. What I200 46095. So where do you find this number on the bike is? You'll find it at the bottom of the bike.
Yeah.
Yeah. On a lot of brands,
Here.
yeah,
Okay.
regardless of brands, you'll find a number on the bike. So that's your frame serial number. It's a unique number that is
Okay.
individual to only one bike. Yeah. So we may have hundreds of these, or even in the thousands, but the number is unique. So each bike has got its own individual number. So take note of that number, keep it in a safe place. Yeah, because in the event, if your bike is lost or stolen, this will be one way of identifying your bike, and it will be one way of proving evidence that this is your bike. Yeah. If ever the bike is found, yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, take note of the number. So if you're buying a Polygon bike, a brand new Polygon bike, you'll get one of these, a warranty registration card that has the frame serial number. So keep this in a safe place, and yeah, you may register this with the local police also, and this will be, yeah, as mentioned, it will be one way of identifying your bike if ever it's lost or stolen. So that's all for today. We've gone through all of the logs. We hope you enjoyed the show, and we hope to see you again in the next upcoming Rodalink live show on Instagram. Thanks for watching, guys.
Thank you for watching.
Okay,
Bye-bye.